Being a live caricature artist is a lot like stand-up comedy. Comedians don't just walk on stage and wing it. They write material, they test it, they tweak it, and then they perform. And being a caricature artist works the same way. Sketching is your prep, your rehearsal time. So when it comes to performing live, you got instincts, not hesitation. So if you're looking at becoming a better caricature artist, you have to schedule time to fill up those sketchbooks. Before we dive into why sketching is essential for caricature artists, here's a quick personal story. Before starting my caricature journey, I struggled with extreme panic attacks and agoraphobia. After not leaving the house for 7 years, I embarked on doing exposure therapy. And because I was agoraphobic, my exposure therapy involved me taking baby steps on getting out of the house slowly but surely. And during that journey, my sketchbook became my emotional support animal. I took it everywhere. I ended up filling up about 2 to 3 sketchbooks per month. And through that consistency, I saw real creative growth. So I can confidently say, if you want to grow as a caricature artist, carving out time each day to let your creative juices just splash all over the sketchbook is vital. And here is why. Number 1, translation. Sketching strengthens your brain-to-hand connection. I call this translation, and it's one of the hardest parts of drawing. But sketching is one of the best ways to train that skill. Number 2, templates. Sketching helps you create a mental library for templates. These can be face shapes, abstractions, poses, different ways of rendering features, etc. The more you sketch, the more you can collect these ideas for rendering and becoming a faster caricature artist. Number 3, journal your adventures. Your sketchbook helps you journal your art venture. When I was a kid, I loved the idea of Indiana Jones opening up his journals to remember his adventures.
I should have mailed it to the Marx Brothers.
And that's where the movie would start. And that's exactly how it feels when I open up an old sketchbook. I can remember exactly where I was and who I was sketching. It's almost like a portal to the past. Here's the deal though, sketching is a hard thing to maintain. It's like going to the gym. You won't always feel motivated, but you gotta show up anyway. I firmly believe that motivation and consistency is the best mixture to being a better artist, not talent. Being dedicated to filling an entire sketchbook of over 100 faces in just 1 month is the best way to start seeing yourself grow artistically. So bring your sketchbook everywhere you go. It's astonishing how much you'll improve by just doing this for about a month. One of the best things about sketchbooks is the freedom to experiment and just enjoy the process of drawing. Personally, I like sketching people when I'm out and about. It forces me to rely less on the reference and more on the idea of what I'm seeing. Doing this helps my imagination flourish and develop new template ideas for later use. So I grab my bag with all of my art materials, pencils, colored pencils, markers, etc., and I find a location where I can just study people in the wild. And when I find somebody I want to draw, I do a very loose pencil sketch, almost like I'm dancing the pencil across the page to let the idea unfold naturally. Then, I tighten that idea up more with a brush pen. My go-to is the zebra brush pen because it gives me great control over thicks and thins. After the inks, I grab one colored pencil just with one color and only concentrate on the values of that sketch. After that, I finally concentrate on the saturation of the sketch by mixing Copic markers in. And I'm always trying to play around with different palettes here. With that said, there's no strict formulas I'm trying to constantly follow. I'm experimenting as much as I can, from using ballpoint pens to watercolors, from drawing wild exaggerations to full-body caricatures. I'm just trying to be as creative as possible here. And honestly, my sketchbook is all here for mistakes and bad drawings. My parents said I was a happy accident, so my sketchbook embraces happy accidents as well. Over the years, I tried out my fair share of different types of sketchbooks, and the ones I like to use are the Moleskine sketchbooks. I love them for their paper type, which works with all my favorite mediums: inks, markers, watercolor, and colored pencils. Plus, I just love leather binding. These sketchbooks are super durable and have held up for years. With that said, the best type of sketchbook is the sketchbook you want to draw in. So don't limit yourself by trying to get the best sketchbook out there possible, just start sketching. Sketching is just another avenue to enjoy drawing and not being forced to create masterpieces. Just enjoy it. So whether you're just sketching for practice, for play, or just to pass the time, keep going. Each page brings you closer to stronger instincts sharper ideas, and a style that's completely your own. And remember, your sketchbook is more than just a tool. It's a playground, a journal, and even your emotional support animal. This is AJ Jensen, wishing you the best on your art venture. Thanks for tuning in, and keep drawing. Consistent. Team Blanche!